Welcome to Mind Push-Ups, the channel dedicated to boosting your personal development and helping you unlock your full potential. Today we're diving deep into one of the most influential self-help books of all time, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. This timeless guide has transformed countless lives by providing a principle-centered approach to personal and professional growth. In this 20-minute summary, we'll break down each habit, providing you with actionable insights to apply to your own life. Whether you're new to Covey's work or looking for a refresher, this video will equip you with the knowledge to start building a more fulfilling and impactful life. So, let's get started. The first habit Covey emphasizes is being proactive. This means taking responsibility for your own life, your choices, and your reactions to external circumstances. Proactive individuals don't blame others or external factors for their situations. Instead, they focus on what they can control, their thoughts, attitudes, and actions. They understand that while they may not be able to choose everything that happens to them, they can choose how they respond. This shift in mindset, from reactive to proactive, is the first step towards personal effectiveness. By focusing on our circle of influence, the things we can directly impact, rather than our circle of concern, things outside our control, we gain a sense of agency and empowerment. Proactivity is about recognizing the power of choice. Every moment presents us with an opportunity to choose our response, to react impulsively or to pause, reflect, and act with intention. This doesn't mean we won't face challenges or setbacks. It means that we approach these challenges with a proactive mindset, seeking solutions and taking ownership of the situation. By acknowledging our freedom to choose our response, we step into a place of greater personal power. We move from feeling like victims of circumstance to becoming conscious creators of our own lives. Remember, being proactive is not about being aggressive or controlling. It's about recognizing our ability to influence outcomes through our choices and actions. Cultivating proactivity is an ongoing process. It requires conscious effort and practice. One way to develop this habit is to start by paying attention to your language. Do you often find yourself saying things like "I have to" or "I can't"? These phrases reflect a reactive mindset. Try replacing them with more proactive alternatives like "I choose to" or "I'm going to find a way." Another powerful practice is to identify areas of your life where you tend to feel stuck or helpless. Once you've identified these areas, brainstorm specific actions you can take to gain more control. Remember, even small steps in the right direction can create a ripple effect, leading to significant changes over time. The second habit, begin with the end in mind, emphasizes the importance of having a clear vision for your life. Imagine embarking on a journey without a destination in mind. You'd likely end up lost and unsure of your direction. The same applies to life. Without a clear sense of where we're headed, our actions lack purpose and direction. We may find ourselves drifting through life, reacting to circumstances rather than actively shaping our future. This habit encourages us to define our goals, values, and what we want to ultimately achieve in life. By having a clear picture of our desired outcome, we can make choices and take actions that align with our overall vision. It's about living our life with intention rather than simply reacting to whatever comes our way. One powerful way to embody this habit is to create a personal mission statement. This statement serves as a guiding document, outlining your core values, aspirations, and what you ultimately want to contribute to the world. Think of it as your personal constitution, a set of principles that will guide your decisions and actions. Your mission statement doesn't have to be complex or lengthy. It should be concise, meaningful, and resonate deeply with your core values. Take some time to reflect on what truly matters to you. What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? What impact do you want to have on the world? By answering these questions, you can begin to craft a mission statement that will serve as a compass for your life. Once you have a clear vision and mission statement, the next step is to align your daily actions with your goals. It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day grind and lose sight of the bigger picture. However, by constantly reminding ourselves of our desired outcomes, we can make choices that move us closer to our goals, rather than further away. This might involve breaking down larger goals into smaller, more manageable steps. It could also mean saying no to distractions and commitments that don't align with our overall vision. Remember, every choice we make, no matter how small, is an opportunity to either move towards or away from our desired destination. By starting with the end in mind, we ensure that our actions are purposeful and aligned with our overall life goals. Welcome back to our 20-minute summary of the 7 habits of highly effective people. In this chapter, we're diving into habit 3. Put first things first. This habit is all about mastering your time and energy by prioritizing effectively. Stephen Covey introduces us to a powerful tool called the time management matrix. Imagine a square divided into 4 quadrants. These represent Quadrant 1, urgent and important, Quadrant 2, not urgent but important, Quadrant 3, urgent but not important, and Quadrant 4, not urgent and not important. Understanding this matrix is key to effective prioritization. Urgent tasks demand immediate attention, while important tasks contribute to long-term goals and values. Most people spend their time reacting to urgent matters, but Covey emphasizes the importance of focusing on Quadrant 2, not urgent but important. This quadrant includes activities like planning, relationship building, skill development, and proactive problem solving. By dedicating time to these activities, you prevent future crises, reduce stress, and achieve significant progress towards your goals. Remember, putting first things first means prioritizing tasks that align with your values and contribute to your overall well-being and success. Now let's explore how to identify your Quadrant 2 activities. These are the tasks that often get pushed aside when urgency takes over, but they hold the key to a more balanced and fulfilling life. Think about your roles and responsibilities, as a student, professional, family member, or individual. What are the activities that, if done consistently, would make a significant positive difference in your life? These could be things like regular exercise, learning a new skill, nurturing important relationships, or working on a personal project you're passionate about. Don't get bogged down by thinking these activities have to be grand or time-consuming. Start by identifying small, manageable steps you can take each day or week to move the needle in the right direction. For example, instead of aiming for an hour-long workout, begin with a 15-minute walk or a quick home workout. Remember, consistency is key. By consistently dedicating time to Quadrant 2 activities, you'll notice a shift in your mindset and productivity. You'll feel more in control, less stressed, and more fulfilled as you make progress towards what truly matters to you. One of the biggest challenges in putting first things first is overcoming the urgency trap. We live in a world that constantly bombards us with distractions and demands on our time. It's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of emails, messages, and to-do lists. However, it's important to remember that not everything that seems urgent is truly important. Often we allow other people's priorities to dictate our own. To break free from this cycle, you need to become more discerning about how you allocate your time and energy. Start by learning to say no to non-essential commitments. Delegate tasks whenever possible. Set boundaries around your time, and don't be afraid to disconnect from technology to focus on what truly matters. Remember, you are in control of your time. By consciously choosing to prioritize Quadrant 2 activities, you'll find yourself with more time for what truly matters. You'll be less reactive and more proactive, leading a life that aligns with your values and goals. In the next chapter, we'll explore Habit 4, Think Win-Win, which focuses on building mutually beneficial relationships. Welcome back. We're now moving on to Habit 4, Think Win-Win. This habit encourages us to shift from a mindset of competition to one of collaboration, seeking solutions that benefit everyone involved. In many interactions, we're conditioned to think in terms of winning and losing. We see negotiations, conflicts, and even everyday interactions as zero-sum games, where one person's gain is another's loss. This scarcity mindset can lead to adversarial relationships, missed opportunities, and, ultimately, a sense of unfulfillment. The win-win paradigm, on the other hand, is based on the belief that there's always enough for everyone. It's about finding solutions that create mutual benefit, where everyone feels valued, respected, and heard. This approach fosters collaboration, trust, and long-term success in all areas of life. Think about a time when you were able to find a solution that benefited both you and the other party involved. How did it feel? Did it strengthen the relationship? Thinking win-win is about approaching every interaction with this same collaborative spirit, seeking to understand the needs and interests of others, while also advocating for your own. Developing a win-win mindset requires a balance of courage and consideration. It requires the courage to stand up for your own needs and interests, while also considering the needs and perspectives of others. It's not about being aggressive or passive, but rather assertive and empathetic. When you approach a situation with a win-win mindset, you're willing to listen actively, communicate clearly, and be open to creative solutions. You understand that compromise isn't about sacrificing your values or goals, but rather about finding a solution that addresses the needs of everyone involved. This approach can be challenging, especially when dealing with individuals who are stuck in a win-lose mentality. However, by consistently modeling win-win behavior, you can influence others to adopt a more collaborative approach. Remember, it's not always easy, but the rewards of building strong, mutually beneficial relationships are well worth the effort. Think about your own interactions. Are there situations where you tend to default to a win-lose mentality? How can you start shifting your approach to embrace a win-win perspective? Small changes in your mindset and communication style can make a big difference in your relationships and overall success. At the core of the win-win paradigm lies an abundance mentality. This is the belief that there are enough opportunities, resources, and successes to go around. It's the opposite of a scarcity mindset, which assumes that if one person succeeds, it comes at the expense of another. When you operate from an abundance mentality, you're not threatened by the success of others. Instead, you see it as an inspiration, a testament to the limitless possibilities that exist. You're willing to share credit, resources, and knowledge, knowing that collaboration leads to greater achievements for everyone involved. Cultivating an abundance mentality requires conscious effort. It involves challenging limiting beliefs, practicing gratitude for what you have, and focusing on opportunities rather than limitations. It's about believing in your own potential and the potential of those around you. By embracing an abundance mentality, you create a positive and supportive environment where everyone feels empowered to thrive. This, in turn, leads to more innovative solutions, stronger relationships, and ultimately, greater success for all. In the next chapter, we'll delve into Habit 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood, which emphasizes the importance of empathetic listening in effective communication. Welcome back to our exploration of the 7 habits of highly effective people. In this chapter, we're delving into Habit 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. This habit highlights the crucial role of empathetic listening in effective communication. In our interactions, we often focus more on being understood than on truly understanding the other person's perspective. We interrupt, offer unsolicited advice, or filter their words through our own biases. This approach hinders genuine connection and creates misunderstandings. Empathetic listening, on the other hand, involves fully immersing ourselves in the speaker's world. It's about putting aside our own agendas, judgments, and assumptions to truly hear what the other person is saying and, more importantly, what they're feeling. Imagine a time when someone truly listened to you, not just with their ears but with their heart. How did it make you feel? Valued, respected, understood? That's the power of empathetic listening. It creates a safe space for open and honest communication, fostering trust and connection. Covey uses the analogy of a doctor diagnosing a patient before prescribing medication. We wouldn't want a doctor to prescribe treatment without first understanding our symptoms and concerns, would we? The same principle applies to communication. Before offering solutions or expressing our own opinions, we need to first understand the other person's perspective. This involves asking clarifying questions, reflecting back what we've heard, and acknowledging their feelings. It's about seeking to understand their why before offering our own what or how. This approach requires patience, empathy, and a genuine desire to connect. It's not about waiting for your turn to speak, but rather about actively engaging with the other person's words and emotions. This deeper level of listening allows us to build bridges of understanding and find common ground. Think about your own communication style. Do you tend to jump in with solutions or advice before truly understanding the other person's perspective? Challenge yourself to practice empathetic listening in your next conversation. You might be surprised by the positive impact it has on your relationships. While empathetic listening is crucial, it doesn't mean we should suppress our own thoughts and feelings. Once we've genuinely understood the other person's perspective, it's equally important to seek to be understood. However, the way we express ourselves matters. When we approach the conversation with empathy and respect, our message is more likely to be received openly. It's about communicating clearly, assertively, and with consideration for the other person's feelings. Remember, effective communication is a two-way street. It requires both understanding and being understood. By practicing Habit 5, we create a foundation for meaningful connections, resolving conflicts constructively, and building strong, lasting relationships. In the next chapter, we'll explore Habit 6, Synergize, which emphasizes the power of teamwork and collaboration. Synergy, the sixth habit, is all about embracing the idea that we can achieve far more when we work together than we ever could alone. It's about recognizing that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts, and that by combining our unique talents and perspectives, we can unlock extraordinary results. Think about a musical orchestra. Each musician is a master of their instrument, but it's when they come together, each playing their part in harmony, that the true magic happens. They create a symphony far more powerful and moving than any one instrument could achieve on its own. This principle applies to all areas of life, from personal relationships to professional endeavors. When we approach challenges with a spirit of collaboration, valuing the contributions of others and seeking to find solutions that benefit everyone involved, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities. Remember, synergy isn't about simply agreeing with each other or avoiding conflict. It's about valuing differences, embracing diverse viewpoints, and engaging in open and honest communication to find the best possible solutions. One of the key principles of synergy is valuing the differences between people. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that our way is the best way, or that others should see the world the same way we do. However, true synergy comes from recognizing that everyone has unique strengths, experiences, and perspectives that can contribute to a richer and more comprehensive solution. Imagine trying to solve a complex puzzle by yourself. You might struggle to see the bigger picture or miss crucial connections. But when you collaborate with others, each person bringing their own piece of the puzzle, the solution becomes much clearer. Embrace the differences you encounter in your collaborations. Encourage open dialogue, where everyone feels comfortable sharing their ideas and perspectives, even if they differ from the norm. Remember, it's often in the clash of ideas that the most innovative and effective solutions are born. By valuing and respecting the differences between team members, you create an environment where everyone feels heard and appreciated, fostering a sense of ownership and commitment to the shared goal. This in turn unlocks the true power of synergy, leading to outcomes that exceed what any individual could have achieved alone. Open communication is the lifeblood of synergy. It's not enough to simply gather a group of talented individuals. You need to create an environment where they feel comfortable sharing their ideas, challenging assumptions, and engaging in constructive debate. This requires establishing a foundation of trust and respect, where everyone feels valued and heard. Start by actively listening to understand, not just to reply. When someone shares an idea, make a conscious effort to see things from their perspective, asking clarifying questions and seeking to understand their underlying motivations. Avoid interrupting or dismissing their thoughts, even if you don't immediately agree. Encourage healthy debate and constructive criticism. Welcome diverse viewpoints and encourage team members to challenge each other's assumptions in a respectful manner. Remember, the goal is not to win an argument, but to arrive at the best possible solution through a process of collaborative exploration. By fostering a culture of open communication and mutual respect, you create a safe space for synergy to flourish. This allows team members to freely share their ideas, build upon each other's contributions, and ultimately achieve outcomes that surpass what they could have accomplished individually. The seventh and final habit, sharpen the saw, is about recognizing that our ability to live effectively is directly related to our capacity as individuals. It's about taking the time to invest in ourselves, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, so we can show up as our best selves in all areas of life. Imagine a lumberjack tirelessly trying to cut down trees with a dull axe. He might eventually succeed, but it will require immense effort, and the results will be far from optimal. Now imagine that same lumberjack taking the time to sharpen his axe. The task becomes significantly easier, he's able to work more efficiently, and the results are far superior. Sharpening the saw is about recognizing that we are our greatest asset. By investing in our own well-being, we increase our capacity to handle challenges, seize opportunities, and live a more fulfilling and impactful life. This habit encourages us to prioritize self-care and make time for activities that nourish our minds, bodies, and spirits. It's about recognizing that taking care of ourselves is not selfish, but rather an essential investment in our ability to show up fully in all areas of our lives. Sharpening the saw encompasses 4 key dimensions: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. Neglecting any one of these areas can create an imbalance, limiting our overall effectiveness and well-being. Physical renewal involves taking care of our bodies through exercise, healthy eating, and getting enough sleep. It's about fueling our bodies with nourishing foods, engaging in regular physical activity to build strength and endurance, and prioritizing rest and recovery to allow our bodies to repair and rejuvenate. Mental renewal involves engaging in activities that stimulate our minds and expand our knowledge. This could include reading, learning a new skill, pursuing a hobby, or engaging in thought-provoking conversations. It's about keeping our minds sharp, curious, and open to new ideas. Emotional renewal involves nurturing our emotional well-being through practices like mindfulness, meditation, or spending time in nature. It's about developing self-awareness, managing stress effectively, and cultivating positive emotions like gratitude and compassion. Spiritual renewal involves connecting with something greater than ourselves, whether that's through religion, spirituality, spending time in nature, or engaging in acts of service to others. It's about finding a sense of purpose and meaning in life that transcends our daily routines and connects us to something larger than ourselves. This dimension of renewal is about nurturing our inner selves, connecting with our values, and aligning our actions with our deepest beliefs. It's about taking the time for introspection, reflection, and connecting with a sense of peace and purpose. Sharpening the saw in all 4 dimensions, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual, is an ongoing process, not a one-time event. It requires conscious effort and commitment, but the rewards are immeasurable. By investing in our own well-being, we unlock our full potential and create a ripple effect that positively impacts all areas of our lives. Remember, taking care of yourself is not a luxury, it's a necessity. When you prioritize your own well-being, you're better equipped to handle life's challenges, nurture meaningful relationships, and make a positive impact on the world around you. And there you have it, a 20-minute summary of the 7 habits of highly effective people. Remember, these habits are not a quick fix, but rather a lifelong journey of continuous self-improvement. By embracing these principles and making a conscious effort to integrate them into our daily lives, we can unlock our full potential and create a more fulfilling and impactful life. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. And don't forget to share it with your friends and family who might also find it valuable. Until next time, stay effective.